limits. You think you got, you're lost to the war and pain. Here we go, Steeler Nation. Get those terrible towels waving.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Live at the Steelmatic Network with G Honda. I'm your host, G Honda. Thank y'all so much for being here with me today. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that cash app, Steelmatic001. Steelmatic001. How y'all doing today? Appreciate y'all for being in here with me today, man. Appreciate y'all for being here with me today. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? Thank y'all so much for being here with me on this Monday. On this beautiful, lovely Monday. You know, that was a fun-filled weekend, even better Sunday. And for reasons we will get into on the show. Thank y'all so much for being here with me. Who we got in here today? Who we got in here today? How y'all Monday going thus far? How is y'all Monday going thus far? Now, yeah, we're going to get into the recap of the week. We're going to get into the ups and downs of the week 3 wins and losses. We're gonna touch base on that, you know, because had a couple numbers that was off, had some numbers that was off, and because of course I got the email, I got the text and the phone calls about all of them. I did, I mean, that's why I always throw in that disclaimer that I'm no expert calling these games. Some of them just fall how I call them because of my novice expertise in football, if you will. But some of the numbers was indeed definitely off, and some of them was indeed, spot on point. But we had some solid matchups this weekend, this Sunday, haven't we? And we got, of course, we got the doubleheader tonight, the Monday night doubleheader. We gonna get into that also. All right. Divine Photos, what's good, my brother? What's good, my brother, man? Appreciate you being in here with me today, brother. I appreciate you being in here with me today, brother. This Monday, this lovely Steelmatic Monday. Yes, sir. How you doing today, Divine? What's good with you, my brother? What's good with you, man? What's good with you, my brother? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, man, and we're gonna get into the recaps and such, and week 3 wins and losses, and of course we're gonna talk about those Steelers. Because weren't they impressive? Oh my good, oh my Lord, man. Whoo, something epic, right? Oh man. Yeah, Divine, they was what you got, brother? Just got out of work. on time to get into it. Yes, sir. I heard that, man. I heard that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. It was a crazy week, man. I mean, it was a bunch of crazy games, man. It was a bunch of crazy games, man. In and that Chargers and Steelers matchup, man, it did not disappoint from start to finish, brother. It did not disappoint. Solid game. Hats off to the Chargers, man. Salute to y'all, Charger Nation, man. Because I got a lot of people that hit me up, a lot of Chargers fans that hit me up, and they was like, yeah, yada, 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 whoop de whoop de whoop. And I just know going into it, man, it was gonna be solid, man, until, of course, but you coming into extra stadium, it's a different vibe. You come across that Allegheny, it's a different energy. So that's just what it is, right? What you got, Divine? What you got, brother? Falcons got robbed. Who? Oh, Ooh. Hey, Divine. Hey, Divine, you might be on to something there, man. Because if we dial back to week 1 with what's his name against the Ravens, Isaiah Likely's toe being on the line. A little deja vu, perhaps. Conspiracy. Who knows? That's probably one of them Walker conspiracies. But nah, man, we definitely gonna get into these recaps, man, and check out some of these things, man, and because yeah, like I said, we have some solid matchups, some solid play, and of course, we're gonna get into those Steelers, right? And also the doubleheader Monday night, week 3 match ups. Who we got? Who else we have got in the house? Wrath. How you doing today? Salute to you. Thank you for being on here this Monday. Thank you for being here with me, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being in here with me today. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. How you doing today? You at work? You at home? You stuck in traffic? You picking up the kids from school? Where you at today? Probably locked up in carpool. Absolutely. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Nonetheless, let's not waste no time. Let's get into it. So my Steelers, man, we had some bumps and bruises associated with play. We had some woes, and we had some soldiers that got maimed on the war field. Right? It's all good because it's all good. It's all good. We gonna be all right. Like Kendrick said, we gonna be all right. All right. So injury report. Unfortunately, we got Troy Fanu, our rookie offensive tackle. He got placed on IR on Saturday, out for the season with a dislocated kneecap, which is going to require surgery. His timetable yet remains unknown. It did occur Friday in practice. But like I said, it will require surgery, so he's going to be out for a significant amount of time, but he will miss the remaining of the season. Troy Fontenot, our rookie offensive tackle. Yes, that's going to be a huge blow, but our motto, next man up, that call is going to fall on Broderick Jones' shoulder. That right tackle position, that essential position for our much needed strenuous offensive line to gel in chemistry and to continue to, push our progression forward, So as you well know, with Najee Cordell and Jalen Warren, with our solid run game that we have, that O-line is a big significant part of that. Sure is. Also, of course, as you well know, we got Russell Wilson, our quarterback. He's been limited, of course, for the past couple of weeks with this ankle injury. That remains at large. Roman Wilson, our rookie wide receiver out of Michigan, he's been limited with an ankle injury as well for the past couple of weeks. And associated with gameplay, Alex Highsmith, our starting linebacker, he suffered a groin injury against the Chargers, in which he did not return to the game, and he is being monitored with that groin injury. Alex Highsmith. Corey Trice Jr., our cornerback, he suffered a hamstring injury in which he did not return to the game on Sunday, and he has an unknown timetable as well. And of course, our wideout Van Jefferson, he suffered an eye injury versus Chargers on Sunday as well, and his timetable is unknown. That is our Steelers injury report. What you got, Wrath? Home chilling with the kids. Oh, awesome, 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 awesome. What you got, Divine? Fields played efficient yesterday, and honestly, it's all about coaching and the right fit. And Tomlin saved Justin Fields' career. Yes, he did, brother. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Because I'm a level with you. And we're gonna get into we trust and believe. We're gonna get into that later on the show, but I'm gonna touch on it a little bit here, right? He did, I believe he did. I still kind of look at Justin Fields as a rookie, and I'll tell you why. Because Chicago didn't really build him. I feel like Justin Fields, as soon as he got to Chicago, when he was drafted out, or when he was drafted out of Ohio State, I feel like he just purely played off his athleticism. I mean, and anytime that you're not exactly exerting and learning those proper mechanics, like those quarterbacks that get to sit and watch the game speed and not asked to come and deliver immediately, but they get to actually sit and watch and pick up the tempo mentally, right? Pick up that, mental reps and those cadences of the gameplay. So once you get in, you just flowing with the river, so to speak. But yeah, I still look at Justin Fields as a rookie nonetheless. And he is he I can't unsee it. I can't unsee it. I'm looking at Justin Fields as if basically he just got drafted to me personally. And how right or wrong that may be, I mean, that's just how I look at it, because I just feel like Chicago, going to Chicago did nothing for him. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. But definitely, man, he's but I'll say he's definitely work in progress, man, and he's making great leaps and bounds, brother. Yes, sir, he is. Yes, sir, he is. All facts, all facts, all facts. All right. So let's get into these week 3 matchups. We had some solid week 3 matchups, man. And yeah, we had some great games, some great game plays. Now, I'll be the first one to admit, I know I called a lot of assessments on all the week 3 matchups, and I was off on quite a few of them. I must say, I was off on quite a few of them. And like I said, just looking at the matchups and looking at the games, and yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yes, I was off on quite a few of them. But let's get started, right? So at the first matchup, we had the Giants versus the Browns. The Giants versus the Browns. Giants went into Cleveland, won 21-15. Daniel Jones, he went 24 for 34 for 32, 36 passing, 2 TDs, right? They downed the Browns 21-15 in Cleveland. Down the Browns 21-15 in Cleveland. Deshaun Watson tried to fight back. However, it did not matter because Giants came to play. They came to dominate. They took care of business in Cleveland. Cleveland, that's for you, no LeBron James. Giants win 21-15. Next matchup, you had the Eagles and the Saints. The Eagles and the Saints. Now I probably had now this one was hilarious, man, because this one was a back and forth all game, and for the majority of the game, it was 0-3 for anybody that watched that game. I mean, they was squabbling. They was squabbling the whole game, right? So yeah. So Eagles came into town. Eagles came into the Big Easy. Jalen Hurts, he passed for 300. He passed for 311 yards and had 1 INT. He went 29 for 38. Um, Eagles, man, they came in. They made some significant plays, got some significant stops. Goddard, man, he played a significant role. He was 10 receptions for 170 yards. I'm sorry, He had 10 receptions for 170 yards receiving. And they took care of business in the Big Easy. And the Eagles down the Saints. The Eagles down the Saints 15-12. 15-12. I actually had Saints win that game. And that was one of my miscues. Next, we had the Texans versus the Vikings. The Texans versus the Vikings. And this one, I must say, man, I was heavily disappointed, man. This one messed my head up. This one messed my head up. The Texans going to Minnesota. The Texans going to Minnesota to compete in C.J. Stroud against Sam Darnold. I honestly thought Sam Darnold was outmanned. I honestly think Sam Darnold wouldn't hold court at home. However, I stood incorrected. I stood heavily incorrected. Sam Darnold came out 17 for 28 passing, 181 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. 4 touchdowns, one to each Jefferson, Jones, and Naylor, and Munda as well. And the Vikings ran the Texans out of Minnesota 34-7. 34-7. Mollywopped them. Mollywopped them. I was baffled to say the least. What you got, Divine? Cleveland's issue is the same issue as Baltimore penalty. Yeah. Oh, everybody got those issues, brother. We got those too. Our O-line, our D-line, and our secondary has those issues, man. Yeah, brother. You ain't lying. Nothing but the truth. What else? Saquon redeemed himself, and Goddard had himself a game. Yes, he did. Oh, yes, he did. Goddard went off like a car alarm. Ooh, yeah, he did. And I that's crazy, man, because I had Saints D, kind of putting the muzzle on him. I knew he was gonna get some numbers, but not like that. Vikings had a real QB, they would be a better man. An elite QB, but sometimes, Devon, less is better, right? Sometimes less is better. Because that is true. That is true. If they had like an Aaron Rodgers, yeah. But I mean, Sam Darnold, he getting the job done. He getting the job done. Kind of same position as Fields. He getting the job done. Can't argue that, brother. Can't argue that. So next matchup, and this was another surprise. Oh, bruh. Broncos and the Bucks. Broncos and the Bucks. Man. Broncos going to Tampa, Florida. Bo Nix, he went 25 for 36, 216 yards passing. 216 yards passing. Bo Nix, Ricky Bo Nix, right? Also, Bo Nix, he also had a rushing touchdown, as well as McCoughlin had a rushing touchdown as well. They went into Tampa Bay and punched them in the mouth, beat them down, took their lunch, stole their monkeys and their girl, and rode back to Colorado on the Broncos horses. 26-7. 26-7. I didn't see that one coming. I saw Baker Mayfield and them dominating them boys, like start to finish. But Broncos, they turned it around and got the dub. They said they wasn't going home with back-to-back losses, and I concur. Because I can imagine what John Elway said to them after we beat them. So on week 2, so 26-7, Broncos beat the Bucks 26-7. Next matchup, at the Packers and the Titans. Packers and the Titans. Packers and the Titans in Tennessee. So Packers go into Tennessee. Malik Willis for the Packers went 13 for 19 on 202 yards passing, one touchdown, one rushing touchdown. Receiving, Wilson had a passing touchdown. The defense made significant stops with 2 INTs late, and the Packers down the Titans 30-14. Packers down the Titans in Nissan Stadium 30-14. Next matchup, we had the Bears and the Colts. The Bears and the Colts. So Bears, they go into Indianapolis Lucas Oil Stadium. Caleb Williams, he had 2 INTs with 2 touchdowns on 363 yards passing, 33 for 52. However, wasn't enough to come up against Anthony Richardson. However, he was 10 for 20 passing, 167 yards. He had 2 INTs as well. However, with the stops and the rushing attack of Jonathan Taylor, rushing 23 carries for 110 yards with 2 TDs, the Colts down the Bears in Lucas Oil Stadium. The Colts down the Bears in Lucas Oil Stadium, 21-16, 21-16. Yes, sir. Also, next matchup, the Seahawks and the Dolphins. The Seahawks and the Dolphins. The quarterbackless Dolphins were left vulnerable. However, the 12th man and Geno Smith showed zero cares. Wasn't a problem, wasn't a situation, right? Geno Smith passed 26 for 34 on 289 yards passing, 1 TD, 2 INTs. However, Charbonnet had 2 rushing touchdowns. He was 18 carries for 91 yards. DK Metcalf, who needs to be a Steeler, had a receiving touchdown. He was 4 reception for 104 yards receiving. And the Seahawks down the Dolphins 24-3, 24-3, 24-3. Seahawks down the Dolphins 24-3. Next matchup, and this one was highly surprising. Panthers and Raiders in Vegas. Panthers and Raiders in Vegas. As you well know, Bryce Young was benched last week. Well, this past week, Bryce Young was benched, the starting quarterback out of Alabama. He was benched. And Andy Dalton came in and took his place. Andy Dalton passed for 26. He was 26 for 37 on 319 yards passing with 3 touchdowns. Sanders, he had 1 rushing touchdown. The Panthers came into Vegas to play behind Deontay Johnson, the former Pittsburgh Steeler. 8 receptions for 122 yards receiving and 1 receiving touchdown. Chris Huber had 1 receiving touchdown as well as Adam Thielen. He was 3 receptions for 40 yards receiving and 1 passing touchdown. And the Panthers take a light gamble in coming into Vegas, beating the Raiders 36-22. 36-22. Panthers down the Raiders. Next matchup, we got the 49ers and the Rams. The 49ers and the Rams. This one was a bit of a nail biter as the Niners and Brock Purdy come into LA looking to stifle the Rams, but Matt Stafford and company was not having it. Matt Stafford and company was not having it. Stafford, he went 16 for 25 on 222 yards passing and a TD. Williams, he had 2 rushing touchdowns, 24 on 89 rushing, and the Rams edged the Niners. The Rams edged the Niners 24-20. I'm sorry. The Rams edged the Niners 27-24. 27-24. Next matchup, you had the Lions and the Cardinals. The Lions and the Cardinals in Arizona. The Lions and the Cardinals in Arizona. So Detroit made their way to Arizona. Jared Goff in company. Jared Goff went 18 for 23 on 199 yards passing, in which he passed for 2 TDs and 1 INT. Running back Montgomery, he had 1 rushing touchdown. He was 23 carries on 105 rushing. And the Lions defeat Cardinals in Arizona 20-13. 20-13. That's going to be some solid. Yeah, that is going to be some solid matchups tonight. I might add that's going to be some solid matchups tonight. And one of my delighting games, Ravens and the Cowboys. Ravens and the Cowboys. Now this one kind of tickled me, right? This one kind of tickled me because Cowboys been wetting the bed for the past 2 weeks, right? And it's crazy because you got to deal with the Cowboys fans in the family, Cowboys fans that you work with, Cowboys fans that your neighbors, that just Cowboys fans at large, right? So the Ravens go into Jerry World, Cowboy Stadium, and just dismantle them. Yeah, Ravens go into Jerry World, dismantle them. Lamar Jackson and company. Lamar Jackson, he went 12 for 15 on 182 yards passing with 1 rushing touch. I'm sorry, with 1 rushing touchdown. Derrick Henry rushed 25 for 151, 2 rushing touchdowns. And the Ravens top and beat down the Cowboys in Jerry World 28-25. 28-25. I promise you, it wasn't what it looked like. That score was not what the game looked like. I promise you. If anybody that watched that game yesterday, it was not what that looked like. Wasn't not what it looked like. Salute, Rose. Rose, how you doing today? Hope you're having a good Monday, Rose. Hope you're having a good start of the week, top of the week. Hope you had a good weekend. Rose, how you doing today? How are you doing today? The lovely, beautiful Rose. And behave yourself, Rose. I know how you are. Behave yourself. Yeah, Divine. Yeah, Ravens almost blew it, man. I don't know what happened there, man. I don't know what was going on there, man. But yeah, they almost. I didn't understand what was going on there. As far as I know, Jerry Jones made that deposit, and things started to go. Things started to go left. I was like, oh man, Jerry Jones deposited that money. Yeah, man. Jerry Jones sent that deposit. He sent that Zelle or that wire transfer or whatever. But nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Next matchup, you had the Chiefs and the Falcons in the Lemon Pepper Capital. Chiefs and Falcons in ATL. So Chiefs stroll up in the ATL. Pat Mahomes, he went 26 for 39, 217 yards, passing 2 TDs and 1 INT. And still he rushed for 17 carries and 72 yards. Competitive game. Receiving Rice, he had a receiving touchdown. He was 12 receptions for 110 yards receiving. Chiefs stroll into ATL Mercedes-Benz Arena. Still a win, 22-17. 22-17. What you got, Rose? I'm on my best behavior. We'll see by the end of the show. We'll see by the end of the show. I'm gonna rest on the Fifth Amendment with that one on the due process part. But yeah. Because even even rest in peace, Aretha Franklin, a rose is still a rose, but Well, I'm leave that alone. I'm not going. I promise y'all, I'm not gonna sing. I'm not gonna do none of that. But but no, man, had some good solid matchups, man. You know, had some numbers I was off on, but highly competitive matchups on the weekend nonetheless, right? Competitive matchups on the weekend. And I wanted to touch on my Steelers, man. You know, I'm high on my Steelers, man. My Steelers, you know, they did great things. They came out, they took care of business at home. They came out great. They came out great, you know. They came out great. Didn't like the injuries that occurred, but you know, such as life with competition, right? Such as life with competition. Shout out to the Chargers, man. They came up to extra to play. Justin Fields, he went 12 for 18 on 125 yards passing. Quentin Johnston, he had one receiving touchdown. The defense, they had one turnover in which they caused a deflate interception, a pop-up interception, or whatever you want to call it. However, Fields, Justin Fields, went 25 for 32, 245 yards passing. TD and INT. Najee Harris, Alabama's finest, who need to get paid immediately. Immediately. Art Rooney, Omar Khan, pay him immediately. Najee Harris had 18 for 70 rushing. Receiving touchdown. Kevin Austin, he went four receptions for 100. I'm sorry, 4 receptions for 95 yards receiving, 1 receiving touchdown. And the Steelers throw the Chargers in the Allegheny River for them to swim back to LA 20-10, 20-10. Steel City wins 22-10. Yes, sir. My Steelers took care of business. My Steelers Hill Court sitting at home. They took care of business for the most part. They took care of business. Mm-hmm. Boy, what you doing, Rose? What you got, Rose? Just woke up from a nap, making a smoothie. Oh man, I love smoothies. What kind of smoothie you making, Rose? If you're making strawberry, banana, blueberry, or coconut and papaya, I want one too. With real live coconut water. Love smoothies. Smoothies are the best. So I wanted to get into some topics, man. Talk about my Steelers today. My Steelers, man, they were on fire. They were on fire. They were on fire Sunday. They were. They were. They did some great things, man. And you know, we're gonna touch on that as well. So let's start with, man, the running game and the O-line. They did great things. Arthur Smith, he drew up slides for the O-line to create holes for Najee and Cordell, and man, they ran the ball well. They ran the ball well. They ran it to a T, and they was able to move the chains, control the time possession well, and they were on schedule for the majority part of the game. And Chargers couldn't keep up. Chargers could not keep up, you know, and they came out on top and they dominated. You know, Chargers was able to get a couple stops here and there, but for the most part, the run game was on schedule and on top, moving the time possession, controlling the chains for the full duration of the game. Mm-hmm. Now, the stiller in the room, right? Kind of steals away from you know, the whole production. Can they be consistent? Well, with this increase of competition, they're gonna have to be. They're gonna have to be. With going into Indianapolis on Sunday, and then after that you have the Cowboys, and I believe after that they have the Jets, right? So they're gonna have to be consistent. You know, Chris Boswell, he shouldn't be kicking 62-yard field goals, and which I thought he was gonna make, but he shouldn't be in that position from the start. kicking a 62-yard field goals, even though the previous week he hit 3 from 50 plus yards. But thing of the past, right? Let's not relive it. So, but yeah, the offense is definitely going to have to be consistent, nonetheless. Regardless, they're going to have to find more packages and more ways to score football in the red zone efficiency, and continue to strive to be successful. Mm-hmm. What y'all got? What you got? What you got, Chad? Wrath, what you got? Drinking coconut water now? Oh, okay. Awesome. Rose, what you got? Cherry, strawberry, blueberry, banana, chunky peanut butter, chia seeds. Oh, and kava. Oh, coconut milk. I don't think I had coconut milk. Hmm. I might go out farmers market and see if yeah, I don't think I've ever tried coconut milk. Almond milk, yeah, but coconut milk, I don't think I ever tried that. I'm gonna give it a shot. That sounds good, Rose. That sounds pretty tasty. So yeah, so like our offense, yeah, so like our offense, Arthur Smith and Mike Tomlin, they got to stay on top of that, and they got to clean up those miscues to where we could be more fluid. Because of course the running game with injuries and attrition, the running games, the injuries are going to be there. Those are going to be, those are going to come with the territory, and also with the what as competition increase, as we get to non-divisional and then divisional, how that's going to be, those those injuries and those things are going to add up. But of course, next man up, because that's the model. The standard's the standard. Y'all be sure to like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that cash app, Steelmatic001, Steelmatic001. And appreciate y'all being in here today. So yeah, so Arthur Smith and Mike Tomlin, they gotta clean up those woes. Definitely gotta clean up those woes. And a part of those woes, being at the top of the list, Arthur Smith play calling. I must say, I'm not too keen on this play calling. I must be honest. Some of his play calling reminds me of Matt Canada and Todd Haley, and those are some hostile memories, to say the least. Some hostile memories, to say the least. Mm-hmm. Who we got in the building? Shout out to 8 Miles finest, Motor City's finest, Motown finest. Ty Pro, what's good with you? What's good with you on this Monday? Happy Monday to you. Happy Monday to you. Happy Monday to you. What you got, Rose? Yeah, I might add some avocado because I'm trying to get thick. Okay. G Honda looked like a character. Rose, Rose. uh, Rose, that's mean. Rose, you are mean. See, Rose, that's what I was talking about. See, Rose, that's what I was talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Rose. Your insults. You said you was gonna behave, Rose. You said you was gonna behave yourself. You gonna renege on your word. You gonna lie on a Monday, Rose. Oh, you wrong. You Rose, you are so wrong. Ty Pro, what's good, my brother? Ty Pro, man, I'm on cloud 20, brother. My Steelers, man, took care of business, man. They threw them charges in the Allegheny, man, so they got no electricity whatsoever. Man, they They stomped them down, man. They stomped them down the minerals, man. They left. We put them in the Allegheny, man. We floated them, man. They got to get back to LA somehow, bro. So we left them in the Allegheny, man. Salute to you, brother. Yeah, man. My Steelers took care of business, bro. My Steelers took care of business. Shout out to Alexander X. Alexander X, how you doing, my brother? Thank you for being here, brother. Thank you for being here, brother. Yes, sir. How you doing today? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What you got, brother? It's raining Steelers gear out here. Oh yeah, man, for sure, for sure, for sure, man. Steeler Nation, man. We roll deep. We roll deep everywhere, man. Even on the moon. Uh, on it's a terrible towel on the moon. On the what them statues with them well, yeah, we everywhere. We everywhere. We're quite universal. Quite universal. Mm-hmm. Yeah, them Lions had a good. Yes, they did. Dan Campbell took care of business, man. Dan Campbell took care. Dan Campbell and Jared Goff took care of business, man. Yes, they did. Yeah, they did, man. Lions, man, they pretty solid, man. I think they're gonna have a great season this year, bro. Oh yeah. What you got, Rose? Oh, you corrected me on my grammar after the insult. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, Rose. You'll never know how much. And it's pronounced chia seeds. Oh, chia seeds. Chia seeds, like those chia pets. Chia. Who can forget those? Yeah, man. My Steelers, man, took care of business, man, and on the week 4 against the Colts, and which is going to be a strong, a solid matchup, man. I'm looking forward to that one. That's going to be a good one in Lucas Oil Stadium. Because Colts, they always solid at home. They've been solid at home for a long time. And but yeah, man, Arthur Smith play calling, man, his play calling has been suspect. And of course, with the Pat Fryer move whole thing, y'all know how I am on that. I won't live that down until he's averaging 10 plus receptions a game. I'm not living that down because I'm like, you getting all that money, man. You should be putting up uh, Antonio Gonzalez numbers, Grunk numbers, Jimmy Graham numbers, right? I mean, that's just what it is. That's just what it is. $50 million. Yeah, you need to be putting up those big numbers. But of course, Smith need to be drawing up those packages for him, though. Smith needs to be drawing up those packages for him. Because if you drawing up those packages for him in the red zone, we just have too many weapons not to be as effective. With the run game, with the passing game, George Pickens, especially if nobody's stepping up in like that in the wide receiver play, which they decently did yesterday, but on a consistent level going forward against top tier, competition, coming the second half of the season and on to possible postseason play. Definitely gonna have to step up there. So, but I'll leave it to him to figure out and to build in that area as progress must progress, standards to standard. What you got, Divine? Baker Mayfield says Tom Brady stressed out the Buccaneers. High strung environment and what look. Oh, my fault. Baker said Tom Brady stressed out the Buccaneers. High strung environment and look what happened to Baker. Got his behind nicked at home by the Broncos. Yeah, man, I just felt like they was out of sync from start to finish. Like Buccaneers, they didn't look like. No, they didn't. It looked like they just showed up. They was at the arena. Or what else? I just them off days, I guess, man. But I think I believe they're gonna bounce back, and they're gonna bounce back from that L and B and compete in their division because that's gonna be tough. Them, the Falcons and the Saints. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting to see. Hmm. Yeah, man. But my boy Smith, man, got to figure that out, man. I'm like, man, you gotta get that bowl cleaned up, man. Clean that up, please. The steel curtain. Now, steel curtain, they came in, they dominated. They slapped dominated. We had some new guys, man. That couple of new guys that came in because I know Highsmith, he got hurt during the game, in which he is going to be out for a second. But Nick Herbig came in big and played some significant roles and got a couple sacks. And of course, TJ Watt. TJ Watt came and did his thing, man, in grand fashion, and defense stifled him. How great can this defense be, right? When you talk about the Legion of Boom in 2014, when you talk about the Ravens 2001 Super Bowl defense, and in which all great defenses, and potentially we got the talent to be just as good or better, right? And when you look at the steel curtain of old, I mean, definitely in company with that. Cam Hayward, Highsmith, Patrick Queen, TJ Watt, Herbig, Peyton Wilson. I mean, those, and of course our secondary, Minka, can't leave him out, and Corey Trice, JPJ, Dante Jackson. We definitely got some full bases covered there. But of course, injuries gonna come. That's gonna take shape. That's part of it. And just the whole development, just the whole progression of, as competition looms and grows and elevates, can we, sustain? I mean, I believe we can, but those things is just gonna take shapes, and it's just all about growth, all about growth. Hmm. Now, a thing that's been kind of, I want to say, a lot of things, some things that's been looping with the media, and they talking about, oh, Fields can beat the Steelers can beat any team in the league with Fields. They all this praise, all this, you know, false adulation, I would say. I mean, because whenever you win the division, I hate to call it false adulation, but he's definitely been taking care of his business. But when you in a division, so to speak, and you're the least accomplished, and rightfully so, because like I said before, I basically look at Fields as a rookie because I just felt like Chicago did nothing for him. Chicago did nothing for him. You just drafted a guy that was just a monetary name, and he's gonna get viewerships. He's gonna put butts in the seats, and for him to just come in and just play solely off his athleticism with no QB play mechanics. They did Kyle Lorton like that. They did Jay Cutler like that, and yeah, you saw what happened, right? So, bottom line, and the media, the national media is gonna say what they're gonna say. The national media is gonna say what they're gonna say, but I mean, I just look at it as like this, right? You in the same division as, regardless of numbers, stats, and records. Wipe all that away, right? Joe Burrow. Shout out Joe Burrow, LSU Heisman, um, Heisman Trophy winner, LSU national champion, got drafted to the Cincinnati Bengals, has been to a Super Bowl. Has been to a Super Bowl. Lamar Jackson, two-time NFL MVP, two-time NFL MVP. Deshaun Watson put up good numbers, has had a solid career thus far, has had a solid career thus far, a solid QBR career thus far. And on to Justin Fields, a developing quarterback with all the tangibles and all the upside to possibly, I wouldn't say surpass those accolades, but however, to develop into, right, what could be. I mean, because you can't make it like he's not Warren Moon, he's not Randall Cunningham, he's not Joe Montana, he's not Dan Marino. You know, he's good for the group that he's in. He's good for the group that he's in. And then uh largely, okay, it's complimentary that he has a top five solid defense on the other side, like Trent Dilfer had early 2000s Super Bowl with the Baltimore Ravens, where he had Ed Reed and company, uh, Ray Lewis and so on and so forth. And you must say, okay, this guy he can beat the Steelers can beat anybody with Justin Fields. I'm like, well, don't make it like Justin Fields is the end all be all when he's not, when he's just developing and building mechanics to where a team that drafted him did not add those mechanics. So, not to call him a fish out of water or anything like that, or a scrub or anything like that, which he's not. He's clearly not. But you can't speak of somebody in an elite status, so to speak. But because I think what it does is that, the media is giving you false security and trying to instill false bravado into you in a weird sort of way. But because it's a lot of Steelers haters out there. It's a lot of Steelers haters. More Mike Tomlin haters as well. And but that comes with the territory. That comes with the territory. What you got, Ty Pro? I do feel Justin Fields is going to be tested. Sure, as he should be. So if the Steelers get down by 2 scores, he's gonna have to sling the ball. And that's where it gets dicey, Divine. That's where it gets dicey. Because with the weapons that he has around him and the receiving, but you know what? That's gonna get dicey, and that's gonna fall on with everything. That's gonna fall and tie into full circle everything I've been talking about with Arthur Smith and him drawing up things for folks to step up, like like Frymouth and our receiving core, right? So that's definitely gonna come full circle, and that's definitely gonna pay dividends down the line. And I have no doubt that's gonna factor in to their whole situation. Right, we're gonna see that. But slinging the ball like Marino and Joe Montana, I don't think we want that. And I don't think the defense is gonna allow that either, because like I said, if he keep doing what he's doing and the running game keep doing what they doing, I'm like, that won't that we can make that a non-existent issue, so to speak. Shout out to the lovely Rob Pink. Rob Pink, how you doing today? Happy Monday, Rob Pink. Happy Monday, Rob Pink. Rob Pink, I know you ain't at work giving everybody trouble. Rob Pink, you at work behaving yourself? I know you are, Rob Pink. How you doing today, lovely? Divine, what you got? if Purdy and Jalen Hurts can go to a Super Bowl, Justin Fields can get there with Tomlin. Tomlin can and always have found a way. Well, Divine, two things can be true, man. Two things can be true, right? And I've had this convo a number of times with, you know, with my people. So it ain't gonna be on Justin Fields. It ain't gonna be on Justin Fields. No more than it was on Russ in 2014, dismantling the Broncos in the Super Bowl. You saw how that felt like Tetris? Just fell right into play like Tetris. Yeah, it's not going to be on Justin Fields because that's not he's basically a rookie, if you will, because he has to learn those mechanics, man. That's going to come over time. And can he get a Super Bowl in the next 3 years? I say it's feasible. I say it's feasible, it's attainable. But like I said, you know, that's gonna come with time. That's gonna come with time. Like, and also, it's not gonna be on him. That's gonna come solely from the defense. You know, that defense keep playing and keep moving at the way that they moving, and getting those stops and getting those takeaways. Hey, 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 man, they can do it, man. They can do it. What you got, Rod Pink? Nah, I'm at home today. I was taking a nap. Rod Pink, you called out of work today, Rod? Rod, did you call out of work on this Monday? Oh, I know what happened. I know what happened. You was celebrating with your Broncos. Your Broncos beat up on the Bucks, and you called out of work. Come on, Rod. You can't be doing that, Rod. Come on, Rod. Rod, no. Sis, I so did. No, right? You can't be right. You gotta go to work, right? You can't be calling out. Oh man, she said I sure did. Man, so y'all get a win and you Rose, right? You ain't right. You ain't right. What you got, Rose? Yeah, I don't know why I come to here. I don't ever understand nothing we be talking about. Rose, we talking about the Steelers, Rose. You ain't listening. See, Rose, if you stop insulting me and calling me cartoon characters and giving me insults, and actually listen and pay attention to the show, Rose, you would understand and comprehend what's going on. But you're so busy insulting me, insulting the host, per usual. And I'm trying to explain football to you, Rose. Come on now. Come on, Rose. Stay with us, Rose. Stay with us. I got grace for you, Rose. Come on now. But you got Rod. I got some PTO days. G Honda, go Bronco. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got to use those PTO days. All right, Rose. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Oh, Rose, you hilarious. You hilarious. But yeah, Divine, man, to what you were saying, man. Definitely, man. Fields, man, he definitely has to get to a point to where, I mean, a point. Well, the whole offense, right? They have to get to a point of consistency to where, you know, they're moving fluid, but they're still figuring things out. I mean, that's a given because it's still early. And then, you know, you have going down to say about, you know, right before the bye, which is I think about week 8 or week 9, somewhere in there, you have that time to actually have figured things out before the second half. So I think he could get there, man. I believe he can get there with the and with that defense as well. He can get there. I believe that. An additional Tomlin and Smith's offensive woes. Oh, creativity. Because I can imagine once divisional play gets here, you know, things ain't gonna be the same with Cleveland, Baltimore, and Cincinnati. So they're definitely gonna have to make those adjustments now and clean up those, even though if they are 3-0, that I mean it's still early, you know, you glad to have them, but you know, as time has shown, time and time before that, you know, you have to clean up those miscues and those woes now, today, you know, rather than later, because little things become big things down the line. And especially if you want to be playing in February, you want to get that consistency going now, especially with, you know, that scarce wide receiver position outside of George Pickens and Fryer move being a bit suspect. Uh, I don't know. I wouldn't want that problem. I wouldn't want that problem. You know, like Atlanta, they got, you know, Drake London and Kyle Pruitt, not Kyle Pruitt, but Kyle Pitts. You know, they're consistent, a consistent tangent. You know, AJ Brown and Jalen, like I mean AJ Brown and Devontae. You know, you need those consistent tandems to where you can, you know, get that steady production. So, but I think that's gonna come weeks down the line. I honestly do. I honestly do think that's gonna come weeks down the line. Man, Walker ain't in the chat today. Walker got them arm babies. Them arm babies got him tied up. Yeah, Walker got them arm babies tied up. Rose, what you talking about? Rose, you cooking oxtails? You making plantain? You got plantain with it, Rose? Rose cooking oxtails and smoothies. I don't know if that's the best combination. I don't know. Yeah, it is. Oxtail is good though. It really is. I think the first time I had oxtail, I was in Florida somewhere. Oxtail jerk chicken. It's pretty good. Oxtail soup. Mm. I never had that. Pink. I don't, oxtail soup. I don't know about that one. Oh man, Pink. Pink. How you celebrated your Broncos? What you do once your Broncos won? No oxtail today, just the smooth. Well, that time of the year is coming. It's gonna be cold in the next couple weeks. Hmm. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to break out that crock pot. Stewed cornbread muffins. Hmm. Rice and peas. Oh, jasmine rice, long grain rice. Okay. Okay, Rose. I see you. I see you. So yeah, I see a lot of y'all was on the pre-records earlier today, and if you look at like um like when I do the lives at 4 p.m. Like if you look at the bottom of the description, it'll see pre-recorded. So there'll be one of the previous lives that I previously recorded. So you can see that those are on relay. So I have those on relay, and also I have another one, another pre-record going on, I believe at 7, and another one probably at 9 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. So I have to go back and look at that. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all support, man. I appreciate y'all support, man. Y'all being here, man. And yeah, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. You know, hit that cash app, Steelmatic 001, Steelmatic 001. Top Pro, hey, what them who the Eagles fans? Who the Eagles fan? I know X is a 49er. Top Pro is a Lion. Who the Eagles fan in the chat? Rise the Broncos. Trey is the Eagles fan. Yeah. Shout out to Trey. Shout out to Trey. Yeah, they got the Eagles got the job done. Eagles beat them Saints. They did. Bro, stop talking to yourself. That's why you be so mean and insulting people. Rose, you hurt my feelings, Rose. That was mean what you said. You said I look like an Arthur character. That's wrong. That's traumatic. I came up watching Arthur too. That's so wrong. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. That's so wrong. Oh man. Mm. Oh man. Golly. Rod, she's mean. Rod, that was mean. Rod, she said I look like an Arthur. She said I look like an Arthur character. She is mean. No, you ain't sorry. Stop lying. Stop lying. Rose, you be lying. You ain't sorry. You is not sorry. You're sorry, you're not sorry. Man, oh man, I tell you. But man, I appreciate y'all for being here with me, man. I appreciate y'all being here with me today. I know it's Monday. You know, I know y'all out and about, grocery shopping, and getting ready for the rest of the work week, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. Hit that cash app, man. Keep a lookout on the notifications, man, and also on my pre-records on my relays as well, man. I got another relay. Yeah, Rose. He does. And on the replays that I be having, man, I got a replay at 7 and a replay at 9 p.m. A replay at 7 p.m., a replay at 9 p.m. You'll know it's a replay because you'll see pre-recorded in the description. And but yeah, I'm gonna be in the chats more as well because I know in the ones earlier today I wasn't able to be there, but I will be in the replays more and more because like I said, I'm just working on other things, and like I said, I'm building it as I'm flying it, putting the rotors on the plane, putting the flaps on, you know, putting the controls still in midair, you know, dangerous, hazardous, and against OSHA regulations, but I'm still doing it right. So, but yeah, what's that? What's that? Someone said it looked like those people from Whoville. I just laughed. Someone said it. Okay. Okay. But nah, man, I appreciate y'all being here, man. I appreciate y'all being here, man. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe on the way out. Share the content, hit that cash app. Also, tune in to the replays. If you can, hit the like button there. Share that content as well. And Rob Pink, Rose, Top Row, Ralph. Man, I appreciate Divine. Man, I appreciate y'all being here today. X, appreciate y'all being here today, man. And also tune in, hit the alert, that notification for the 7 o'clock if you can. as well as the 9 p.m. if you're still up. Rose, I know it's gonna be past your bedtime. Pink, I know it's gonna be past your bedtime. I know y'all got to get y'all beautiful sleep because y'all got to be up early. And but yeah, man, make sure y'all hit those notifications, man. Stay on top of those notifications, man. You know, definitely drop. And also check out my shorts. Check out my shorts. I'll be dropping in the community tab as well. Hit a like for my shorts. Top Pro, shout out to them Lions. And man, but man, I appreciate all y'all, man. Appreciate all y'all. Appreciate y'all being here. What you talking about, Rose? So basically telling us not. Rose, Rose, you need to stop. You need to stop. Come to Rose, come up to the live. Come up to the live. I'm gonna be up on live. Come up, come the 7 o'clock and the 9 o'clock one. If I said if you are not asleep, please tune in, Rose. Okay. You don't sleep, you take long bleep. That's because you be wearing them big super long lashes. Take them super long lashes off. You ain't got that problem. All right. But no, man, appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all being here today, man. Appreciate y'all being here, man. If y'all can tune in to those pre-records and those replays that I have at 7 and at 9 p.m. tonight, man, I appreciate y'all. I'm G Honda, Steelmatic Network. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good day.